Hi, I'm Beth Walda, author of Cemetery Moon. Cemetery Moon was my first novel, and this is part of the Moonlit Wings series. There's 5 books in this series. This is the first one. I'm going to be reading today from chapter 18, the last half of chapter 18. This is another scene that's a favorite of mine. I looked up at him again, into that beautiful face of his, and studied the curve of his upper lip and the almost perfect squareness of his jaw. A moment later, all I could think of was how much I wanted to taste that lovely, enticing mouth. "Percy?" "Yes." And even as he answered me, he seemed to know what I was about to say, his face descending slowly over mine. "Kiss me," I whispered, my eyes fluttering shut. He paused as if he were considering it. Then a moment later he closed the distance between us. I stretched up, tightening my arms around him, and settled my mouth over his. Then I felt the full pressure of his lips slide over mine with a surprising fervency that took my breath away. The kiss lingered and morphed into real passion, stirring up sensations I knew I should not have been having, making my body respond in ways beyond my control. I knew if I didn't stop soon, there'd be no stopping at all. As it was, I had gotten way more than I had bargained for with this kiss. I took a reluctant step back and inhaled a much-needed breath to clear my head and cool my blood. My lips were tingling, my head was buzzing, and my knees actually felt weak. "Oh, wow," I said, and indulged in another breath. Percy was looking away from me, studying the ground at his feet. It was hard to tell what he was thinking or feeling. That unreadable expression masked his face again. What he said surprised me, however. In a way, I wish you hadn't done that," he murmured. I kind of felt bad for him now. Maybe I'd embarrassed him. Here he had come right out and told me he was trying to keep himself devout and chaste, and I hadn't respected that in the least. As delicious as that kiss was, though, I was loath to apologize for it. "What's the matter? Didn't you like it?" I asked, daring him to lie. Percy faced me then, locking his eyes on mine. That gaze was unmistakably provocative. Even if he did lie, his eyes told me different. "I liked it fine," he confessed, and took a step closer to me. "Didn't you like it? Why did you stop?" I had to smile at that. "You know, that's a good question," I commented. "Of course I liked it. Couldn't you tell? I wanted to eat you alive." I had to look away from him now. I also kind of felt like I was taking advantage of you and your giving nature. I had no business kissing you, especially like that. In case you haven't noticed, you're a really, really good-looking man, and I can't not be attracted to you. You've also befriended me and shown you care about me. You listened to me when I needed someone to, and that meant something to me." I paused and took a deep breath. "Look, I'm sorry. I really wasn't trying to taint you or anything. I just wanted to kiss you." Percy sighed forcefully through his nose and slumped back against a tree trunk in a rather dejected manner. He reached up and dragged his hand through his hair, pushing his unruly bangs from his eyes. "Don't apologize, Maya, please," he whispered, sounding hurt. "I've dreamed of that kiss since I first laid eyes on you, and I'll cherish it forever. You haven't tainted me. Your feelings for me warm my heart." I blinked back at him, dazed. Clearly he had feelings for me, too. I was beginning to understand those unreadable expressions now. I stepped towards him and tenderly touched his cheek with my fingertips. "Would you like me to kiss you again?" I asked. Percy's eyes widened. Then he nodded, and I obliged. This time, I didn't stop. Chapter 18, Cemetery Moon, by Beth Walda. Thank you for listening.